So welcome to my second YouTube video, and thank you so much for watching the first one. Like, it just warms my heart, and also for such amazing questions. Like, I asked you all over on Instagram for some Q&A questions, and you came, like, the ones I got sent are so amazing, and I wrote them down so I can remember them. I haven't planned them or anything, so because I can't edit this, yep, still haven't figured that out. It might all go horribly wrong, but we'll see how it goes. But I wrote them all down. Actually, one of the questions was something, oh yeah, do I like to journal? And actually, this is kind of like my journal. I can't remember where I got, oh actually I do. It says Urban Outfitters, so I got it from Urban Outfitters. But if I have anything like an interesting day, I will actually write it down. It just seems quite nice, like just to remember what I did, and also because I'm the most unorganized person ever, so I have to write things down, otherwise I forget, or I'm late, or I don't turn up. Honestly, I'm terrible. It's so bad. Anyway, I am going to answer these questions for you. It might be that we have to do it in a like part 1 and part 2, because you came up with such amazing questions. There's so many, and I'm so grateful for you answering them all. You're all amazing. Okay, oh god, I haven't planned any of these or wrote anything. Okay, where do I buy all my vintage clothes in London? Okay, so I got asked this quite a few times, and the easiest answer is charity shops, because vintage shops sometimes are a little harder to find actually, even though there are tons in London. But there's actually, if you think about it, charity shop almost every other shop on most high streets. So I have my particular favourite charity shops as well. So if any of you know London or are from London, my favourite charity shop is probably Oxfam, which is right by Covent Garden, but it's I think it's officially in Holborn. So it's kind of like, as you walk from Holborn Tube towards Covent Garden, you'll see Oxfam, and honestly, it has the most amazing clothes, and like probably 90% of my wardrobe is from that Oxfam. So I definitely recommend that. But I love Rocket. Everyone knows Rocket, but you can't go wrong with Rocket, especially in the Covent Garden store. Also, this isn't from London, but they have an amazing online store, and actually what I'm wearing is from Blue Rinse. So look, you can search them on Instagram, but I get a lot of my vintage clothes from there, and they have a really good new online store. So yeah. Do I like reading? Yes, I like reading, but because I just finished uni, I haven't been able to do as much of it as I'd like. And admittedly, I haven't finished M Train by Patti Smith yet, because it's taken me like months to read it, because I was trying to read it when I was at uni, but then I had to read my uni books, and it was quite difficult. But I love that book. And also, I'm not ashamed to say this, I really love to read Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, like my favourite books. I love them. So yes, I love to read, but I wish I could do more. So that's the answers. If I could travel anywhere, where would you go? Oh god, that's so difficult. Because it's my automatic reaction is to pick places where I've been that I loved. Like, that was another question actually. What was my favourite country I've been to? Well, actually, technically, I can't answer it by saying this, because America is not a country, but my favourite continent is America actually, because I personally don't like the culture, but when I went to LA, it's magical. I recommend that anyone goes, but also because I went from a geography degree perspective, so it's such a diverse, segregated, just bizarre place, and it's actually amazing if you think about the people that are there, the industries that are there, the culture. It's crazy, it's fascinating, and also it's so beautiful. So yeah, but you know, I love Berlin, probably my favourite city. Amsterdam is the cutest place ever. So, and do you know what? I love London as well. So there's so many places, but to be fair, I need to just spread my wings and visit as many places as I want, which is kind of the dream, really. This was a really interesting question. I was so amazed by it. I don't know why, it just really struck me. And it was, who are you when you're alone? And that is such a sort of philosophical question. I thought it was amazing. And actually, I should have thought about this a bit more because I want to do it justice. But who am I when I'm alone? Well, to be fair, I try to stay as true to myself on Instagram and also on these videos, because do you know what? I generally don't know how to be anything other than myself. That's a really difficult question. Who am I when I am? Well, often I get said, oh, you're so cool, like, oh, you're too cool for me, or you're not going to reply to me because I think you're too cool. And I'm like, well, no, I'm not actually that cool. Like, all my friends from like childhood and also my uni friends, they literally know me as me, and I'm not this kind of cool person that you can't approach and you can't talk to. That's just, I don't know, like, I am just a normal person, and when I'm alone or when I'm with my family, I'm generally just kind of the joker, and sometimes I'm a little bit awkward, sometimes, yeah, I don't know. Have you ever tried yoga? This is an interesting question. No, actually, I haven't, but it's something that I'd really love to do and love to try. So if anyone does it, or anyone's in London, hit me up and teach me how to do yoga. Where do I get all my jeans from? Good question. So I have an awful lot of jeans, as you probably know. My favourite jeans, which I probably wear most of the time, are my blue jeans. They're kind of like a mum style fit. Like, they just, for me, they are the perfect fit, but jeans are very subjective to who you are. So what looks good on one person doesn't look good on another. But they're from American Apparel, and I know American Apparel's just shut down everywhere. It's not in England anymore, I don't think anyway. But I actually got mine from eBay, and they were so much cheaper. I absolutely love them. They've lasted me for, gosh, it must be 3 years I've probably had them. So I would advise anyone to go onto eBay and search for American Apparel jeans in the light blue wash, because that's what I have. Also, what I've been wearing a lot on my Instagram at the minute is those stripy white and blue jeans. They are from Zara, but I got them a little while ago, and everyone's been saying that they can't find it on the website, so maybe try eBay for that as well, because I'm sorry, I don't know. Oh, someone asked what my degree was, where I went and how was it. So I've just finished, my graduation is in July. I've just finished a geography degree. And I did this in London, so I went to Queen Mary University of London, and I absolutely loved it. Recommend to anyone that they should go there, because it's a campus uni, so, which is amazing. And like, basically the reason I picked it, because you get the university experience, but you also get to live in London, which is expensive, but also amazing. And I'm so, so grateful for the opportunity to study there. What inspired me to create my own style? This is difficult because actually I got a lot of questions about what my style inspiration was when I started being interested in clothes, what made me interested in fashion, and how I began to dress like this. And for me, this is quite a difficult question because I don't necessarily think I went through those phases that people did. So like people had like the goth phase or the like embarrassing phases, but I don't really think I've always dressed the same. I've always dressed like, my parents just describe it as like Olivia, that's so Olivia, or my friends will say, I knew that you'd like that, that's Olivia's style. And like, I went home and I found some like old baby photos. I was literally dressed in what I would wear now. Like I was wearing dungarees, I was wearing the coolest like yellow checked trousers. Like I would wear all of this now, and I think I'm just kind of blessed with quite quirky parents maybe, and I'm just so grateful that they dressed me and taught me how to dress a little more colourfully than just wearing all black, and having the confidence to wear what I like, because it really, to me, defines who I am sometimes, what I wear. So, I don't know, like today I'm wearing like all the colours under the sun, and I think it just, like, maybe that's what my personality is. Maybe, I don't know, to be fair. Like I have many style inspirations, like my mother when she was young for one, David Bowie, massive style inspiration, like a weird one, but yes, probably. I mean, there's many people like, I love Alexa Chung. I mean, there's all the Instagram accounts I like, which obviously I look at and am inspired by. But generally, throughout my life, I think I've always dressed like I do. Don't know. I don't know, it's a weird one. Is my hair natural or dyed? Well, I'm gonna say natural, but like maybe like 2 years ago, I had, you know, like a few of those like highlights, like they do really like thin ones. I had a few of those, but that was literally 2 years ago. And literally my hair looked no different once it had been done. So I was like, no, I just won't. Why pay for it anymore? So no, like this is generally my hair colour. But I have to say, when I went to LA, it got so much blonder because of the sun. So my hair really is affected by the sun, and it goes really blonde in the sun, but then underneath, like, my hair is actually still wet because I just got out of the shower. But underneath it's really dark, so it's natural. 2 years ago I had a few highlights, but it's generally kind of like bleached by the sun. It works amazingly. Oh, what's my favourite band or artist? This is so difficult. So actually I'm a massive David Bowie fan. Really love him, really got into him when I was in sixth form. That's when I really started. My dad is a massive inspiration with me due to his music taste. So I also really love Neil Young, amazing guitarist. I love Tom Waits, just really special. I love, oh God, there's so many. So I really love the Smiths. I think Morrissey's voice is so iconic and you would recognise it anywhere. I love the Beatles, simple as it is, really fan. I love Joy Division. Oh God, I love everything. I love Bob Dylan. I can't even, like, oh, I know what you could do. I have a Spotify playlist So you could check it out. So like I have like a daily playlist which I listen to every day. I don't know what my Spotify name is. I think it's Olivia by Nature again, or yeah, it's probably Olivia by Nature or Olivia Frost. It could be Olivia Frost. So you could check it out, and that's got like all my favourite music on. What's the one thing on my bucket list? Okay, I think what I will do is, because I've got lots of questions, I will do a part 1 and a part 2, but I will try and answer a few more before I finish. What is on my bucket list? I think probably to travel a few more places out of Europe. I've probably been to like everywhere in Europe already, but I've not been to places like Southeast Asia, and I just want to be a bit more adventurous, travel and discover new cultures and just like spread my wings a bit. Okay, I think this will be my last 2 questions. Okay, so I got asked an interesting question about Instagram basically, and how in Japan like really big Instagrams are being used for marketing purposes, and actually whether it has spread to Europe. But actually I think it's been for years and years and years, probably before it has reached Japan, that most Instagram accounts that are above 10,000 are being used for marketing purposes. I don't disagree with this, because I know that for myself and a lot of the people that I follow and my favourite Instagram accounts, you will only promote something that you believe in and that you would wear yourself, or that you just really like. And I would never ever ever put on my Instagram something that I wouldn't wear myself and what I don't wear myself. And also, to be honest, 90% of my Instagram is not sponsored. Probably 95% is not sponsored. And if I ever do anything sponsored, I will make it completely clear. But I don't do a lot. I really don't do a lot. I generally just buy what I like and I wear it, and I will tag it because that's what people ask me to do. But I guess it is a marketing thing, I don't know. Also, vintage clothes. If any of you are in London, any of you are from London watching this, and just give me a message and perhaps I can take you vintage shopping, because I know tons of places. So I used to live walkable to Brick Lane, which is obviously amazing, Covent Garden, charity shops. I'd love to take anyone charity shopping just to show you a few of my favourite places, because I've mentioned one, but there are absolutely tons. But I'm going to end the questions there, and maybe I will do a part 2 if any of you have any more, and finish answering those. And sorry if I didn't answer your questions, but they've been so good and I've had so many, and I'm so grateful. Quickly before I go, because I know I might get asked, so what I'm wearing is Blue Rinse, and you can find them online or Instagram, which I mentioned earlier. My necklaces, actually, I just discovered this. Actually, they have an Instagram account. It's Mood Good Jewelry, and like it's gold, and I love them because it doesn't have that annoying chain that hangs down. So when it swivels round, it like doesn't swivel round. So that's where my jewelry's from. You can check it out. But I'm going to end it there. Sorry for playing with my hair so much. I'm sorry for my really expressive eyebrows. But also you can comment if there's anything else you'd want to see. But I'm going to end it then there, and see ya.